by request, my advice on resume writing and interview skills. This is Joe of Lean Driven Reliability. Got a couple emails on this. Couple friends of mine asked me this. I promised them I'd write a video. Hopefully you can learn from this. I'm not going to go into all aspects of an interview or all aspects of a resume. I'm going to talk about the big mistakes people make and what you can do about it, what you can do to stand out from 95% of the other resumes, because remember, I've got a stack of them coming in. It's easy to apply for jobs. What can make you stand out and blow away the resume, get the interview, and during the interview, how can you win the discussion? Okay, let's jump right into it. I got 5 big pieces of advice for you. Make sure you take notes. Okay, first of all, you've only got 10 seconds to get the attention of the interviewer, from a resume. Hey, they've got a stack of them. They've got 500 of them. Their goal is to get that down to about 5 people to interview. So make sure you get their attention in just a few seconds. Don't, if you got education or a skill, don't hide it in the resume. Put it towards the top so I can see it. Don't make me look for it. I'll get disinterested and throw it in the round file. Okay, and under experience, hey, some common things I see missing. List the experience. If you're used to working around rolling mill equipment or something like that, aluminum rolling, like me, make sure you list 2 to 3 results. Hey, I worked on this project, whatever it happens to be, and we reduced quality defects 25%. Okay, we reduced their cost of goods sold by 7%. That was X number of dollars. Make sure you use numbers. Results are numbers. So put the equipment that you're familiar with working on, and then put results of projects that shows that you are a results-oriented person. The second thing, put what you learned. What did I learn during that job? Maybe you learned to make presentations. You used PowerPoint to convince people with a compelling argument. You learned to get stakeholders. You learned to get input from others. You learn, maybe it's presentation skills, salesman skills, whatever it happens to be, something you learned. You learned to go and see, right, and validate KPIs out in the shop. Out on the floor, manufacturing floor. So what you learned. Another one, hey, I absolutely love this when somebody puts a personal motto on there. And one of them, my favorite, no surprise here, is, hey, their motto is go and see. Validate assumptions, validate key performance indicators on the shop floor, on the factory floor. You validate them with observation. I've got a go and see mentality. That's from Lean, and I love when somebody has this is who I am. When people look at me as an employee, this is my motto. What I want them to see. That's a great one. Another one is make sure you put a hobby on there, especially if it's interesting. Imagine if you volunteer at the Humane Society, somebody reading that resume may have a dog or a cat, may have a connection with the Humane Society. You're adding that person, the person interviewing you is considering you not only for a job, but to be part of their social group, right? Social group. So here's a person we instantly have a connection. One of the ones hobby that I thought was obscure that somebody put on there is fantasy football. They're a fantasy football league manager. And you wouldn't think that would be much, and most people reading that was no big deal. But this one person ran it, and they were really into fantasy football. Instant connection, instant. They could see how they would fit into their social group because they had that common discussion on fantasy football. So don't exclude that. Don't write a paragraph on that. Keep it short. Keep that to 2 lines. Keep your motto down to 1 line, just a few words, but list results. Your resume will stick out significantly if you do these things. I rarely see it, okay? And then during the interview, this is what I bring into an interview. I bring a folder with handwritten notes. I guess they can be typed, and highlights of things I want to make sure I mention. These are examples and answers to the interview questions the person is going to ask me. Imagine the confidence level you're going to have in an interview if you're sitting across from a person and you got your folder opened up with the answers to every question they're going to ask. Now, some people look at this in error. This is an error. Okay, major mistake. They think, oh man, I got that's cheating. I can't have the answer sitting out there right in front of me. Yes, you can. It shows to me that you did the work. You prepared and do the work. And versus the person that just sits there naked across from the table, no pen, no pencil, no paper, no notebook, no resume, nothing. Half the people I interview walk in with nothing, absolutely nothing. You want to stick out, do the work. Also, it helps your confidence. Your confidence just takes off to another level when you know you got the answers right there in front of you. They're right there in front of you. How are you going to miss something? I'm not going to be stumped by anything. All I got to do is look down at my piece of paper. And most of the time you won't look at it because you did the work. Also, make sure that you put questions for the company on there. Shows you did the work. Get on Wikipedia, get on the internet, look them up a little bit. And what are questions just a commoner off the street would have about their company? Talk about their training program. Talk about growth potential. You know, whatever it is about their products that's interesting to you. You know, you could talk about maybe profit and loss, you know, that they've had in recent years. Just show that you did some work. Go into the interview with these notes and questions and have them right there in front of you on this piece of paper. You know, I've got 33 years of experience. I walk in with these notes and I'm telling you, you'll blow them away. Good luck to you. Hopefully this helped. I got 5 points here that nobody else does and you can do because you've watched this video.